Hello, hello. This is the My Artifact episode number 3516. Today's date is 3rd of August 2025. It's been almost like it's almost like a 12:56 a.m. Yeah, it's not 12. It's a 00:56 a.m. Okay, it's actually after the midnight. I'm recording Artifact. Alright, yeah, I'm just directly jumping into the question. Alright, yeah. Okay, so basically, what exactly is this thing? Okay, so I'm actually kind of like giving the test, a psychological test. Okay, and in this particular psychological test, I'm asking bunch of questions to myself regarding about, I don't know. I just have to rate. Okay, first of all, what is actually question? I am not who I thought I was anymore. Okay, are you agree or disagree? You have to give the rating from 1 to 5. Okay, first of all, this question might be kind of like a little bit confusing. Okay, first of all, what is at least this question? I am not who I thought I was anymore. I am not who I thought. Okay, I am not who I thought. I am not who I thought. I am not who I thought means like that कि मैं वो नहीं हूँ जो मैं सोचता हूँ. I was I was. Okay, maybe I'm not really understand this question very much properly. So I'm gonna using the. Okay, yeah. Okay. So basically, what exactly is this thing? Copy and. Alright, yeah. Okay, so this is a really profound, the common feeling. It sounds like you are going to through significant period of changes, self-reflection. When someone says, "I am not who I thought," the most common, dude, what exactly is this thing? Explain in simple language. Okay, it's a feeling of many people have same point at their lives. Simply put, I am not who I thought I was anymore means like that person you are today is different from the person you used to be. This can be happen for few reasons. If you're grown in change and things like that, discovery and self-truth and things like that. Okay, now I understand this question. Okay, so what exactly is this question? This question says that I am not who I thought I was anymore. Okay, yeah, it was kind of like something that ki it's a very difficult question. Yeah, probably is this thing. I need a kind of like a very simplified way to give the answer. Okay, but I am not who I thought was anymore. Are you kind of like somebody agree or disagree? Okay, I am not who I thought I was anymore. I was anymore means like that na ki like basically this is something like statement means like that ki a change is actually happened. Okay, yeah, like basically is this thing. I am not who I thought I was anymore means like that ki I was not anymore. Like basically is it like okay, what exactly is this thing? It kind of like somebody mentioned that ki changes inside of you means like that ki when you are living your life, you are going through multiple variation regarding about your influence and decisions and shapes. Like basically everything is actually happened. It kind of like impact on you and it kind of like it change you, your personality and everything from every point of perspective, like a basically visual point of perspective or mental point of perspective and things like that. Okay, yeah. So basically is this thing na ki in the school you are kind of like a somebody very shy person, and because of shy person everyone is actually bullying you. But when you went to the college you just feel really aggressive and you just wanted to kind of like do the revenge, and then you are not became shy in the college, you are became really kind of like very aggressive and you are kind of like doing the bully to someone else. Okay, yeah. So basically this thing, the your entire personality is actually changed regarding about all those things and something like that. So this is question is actually about that. It's kind of like something that ki I am not who I thought, अभी मैं वो नहीं हूँ जो मैं हुआ करता था today. Like I was not anymore. So basically it's kind of like a something is this thing that key changes is actually happened inside of you. So are you agree that key this changes is actually happen inside of you? How much do you agree? I am completely agree that key the person that I was is kind of like a something change in the future or in right now. So basically it's this thing that key in the past I was a little bit introvert and things like that, but right now I'm kind of like a shifted my mindset to a little bit extrovert and things like that, as also in my personality and things like that. I'm not little bit scared of little bit small things. I'm kind of like a somebody facing the problem head on and things like that. So probably is this thing that yes, I kind of like a shift my mindset, I change myself. So probably I was not the person that I was before. Okay, so I was completely agree with this statement. So I'm gonna say that 5 out of 5. Next question. Okay, yeah. Next question. I am getting rid of stuff that no longer work for me. Are you agree or not agree? Okay, that is a really good question. Okay, do I get rid of stuff that I don't really need it? Yeah, I would like basically I would not throw them, but probably is this thing like basically I would throw them. Yeah, why? Because of that na ki like if I'm not needed any kind of like a things, I don't want to see that particular thing because it kind of like a something consumes some sort of spaces in my head or in my room or in somewhere else. So probably this kind of like a something giving the resistance for new thing or new idea or things like that. So I am getting rid of stuff that is no longer work for me. I am completely agree. So I'm gonna give 5 out of 5. Next question. I don't live up to my own high standard. Okay, yeah. I don't live up to my own high standard. What is actually high standard? A high standard means like that ki like okay, high standard means like that a kind of like a something everyone has kind of like a some sort of standard. Should I say standard? It's okay. What is that? It's a kind of like a something very hard to explain because okay, like most of people says that na ki like she's became really high standard means like that ki like really big person or things like that. Okay, yeah. So question is that I don't live up to my own high standard. What is exactly your own high standard? Like do you have any kind of like somebody have own high standard? How do you supposed to explain this thing? It's a very kind of like a something very difficult. Okay, yeah, but it's not. Let me explain in simple format. Okay, yeah. So when you when your mother is ask you to kind of like bring something like dahi, doodh or whatever it is, okay, and you went to grocery store, okay, so would you wear glasses, sunglasses or not? Like basically when it's summer, yes, but is that thing that ki if the grocery is a kind of like a some little bit away that I'm kind of like a somebody taking my bike, then I would use my glasses. Yes, definitely. But if the grocery store is a kind of like a somebody very close by, then I will not gonna use my glasses. Okay, sunglasses. Okay, yeah. Why this sunglasses is kind of like a something is this thing little bit showing the standard. Okay, something that. Okay, yeah. I'm like I don't know. Like basically is this thing like am I wearing sunglasses for kind of like a showing that I am highest? Yeah, I'm little bit agree that ki yes. Okay, yeah, but still na it's kind of like a giving me some sort of like I don't know, like I wear sunglasses, I'm not really shy of all that thing. Like basically is this thing na ki previously means like that ki when I was child or things like that, I was kind of like somebody holding myself to not to wear the sunglasses and things like that because I think that na you are kind of like a showing your high standard to the people who thinks like that. But I don't know. I just think like that. Ki no, it's fucked up thing. Don't really think about others. Like if I wanted to wear sunglasses, I just wear the sunglasses. That's it. Okay, yeah. Even if I'm going to the grocery store and that's it. I'm make sure that ki if I'm kind of like a walking or running, I will not gonna kind of like a wear the sunglasses. But if I'm kind of like a somebody go using my bike or scooty or whatever it is, then I would probably use sunglasses. So basically what I'm trying to tell you is this thing that sunglasses is kind of like a represent little bit of high standard. Okay, yeah. So what exactly is this question? That question says that ki I don't live up to my own high standard. I don't live up. No, I live up my own high standard. Like it's not really that ki I'm not kind of like actually control myself and things like that. Yes, I live up my own high standard. So how much agree or disagree? I am I don't live up to my own high standard. The question says that I don't. Okay, yeah, I don't live up. Means like I am not like basically I'm controlling. So basically I'm lot kind of like a strongly disagree. Okay, yeah, because I disagree that I don't live up my own high standard. Okay, because I live up my own high standard. So probably is this thing it okay, it's a kind of like this question is kind of like a little bit something. Yeah, it's a psychological question. Now you just have to think it very, yeah. So I don't live up my own high standard. Okay, so how much do you agree or disagree? I am strongly disagree. I am strongly disagree. Yes, that I don't live up my own high standard. Okay, yeah. Should I say next? Like I'm literally confusing right now here. Okay, they mention that I don't live up my own high standard. I don't live up. Yeah, like basically the don't live up. Like basically if the kind of like somebody statement says that I don't live up my own high standard, so I would be completely agree with this particular statement. Okay, like I live. Okay, but they mention I don't, so that means it's very confusing. But I'm kind of like 90% sure that I'm kind of like strongly disagree with this thing. So I'm gonna say next. Okay. Okay, by the way, these are kind of like statements are really something fucked up my mind and stuff like that. Okay, whatever. Next statement. I want to break something. I want to break something. Do you agree or disagree? What is exactly break? A break means like that ki you are breaking something. Like they didn't really mention anything. I just want to break something. How much do you agree or disagree? What exactly this question represent? This question represent that ki how much break something means like that ki how much aggression that you have probably. Okay, yeah, like basically if you are kind of like a breaking something or things like that, that means you have a little bit of aggression towards something. Okay, yeah. So do I have any kind of like aggression towards something, things like that? Like basically it's this thing na ki when we are so much angry and things like that, we are so much angry, we just wanted to kind of like simply punch him something and things like that. We just wanted to break something. Okay, yeah. So probably this question is actually represent how much you are kind of like something like that ki aggression in you have. Okay, do I have any kind of like aggression? I don't really have any kind of like some aggression. So I want to break something. How much do you agree? No, I don't want to break something. Like, yeah, like probably, like basically is this thing na ki yes, I do have a little bit aggression, very times required, but probably most of the time it's just not. Okay, yeah. So probably I'm not disagree. Like basically, I want to break something. I am kind of like simply not that much agree with this thing. Okay, I'm strongly disagree that I want to break something. I'm yeah, probably. Maybe this question is kind of like a little bit something that I don't know. But next question. Okay, yeah. I like to change things when life get boring. Do you agree? Definitely agree. Yeah, like strongly agree. I wanted to change something. Like basically, not just kind of like a somebody just like basically is this thing na ki like let's just say mobile phone wallpaper. Like basically when I change the mobile phone wallpaper, it kind of like a feels really new. Okay, I'm using my laptop. Okay, yeah. So in my laptop I also change the wallpaper so that I just feel really something really new. Like basically is this thing that I can't change everything, but the things that I could change, I wanted to change that thing to make kind of like a life little bit less boring. Okay, yeah. Like basically I'm not gonna do kind of like a very aggressive things. Like basically is this thing that let's just life get boring, so let's just go somewhere else and things like that, because I can't go somewhere else because I can't afford anything at all. So but it's just like that when I life gets boring, I like to change things, and I'm strongly agree with this thing. Next question. Some people think I am fun. Am I funny? I am not funny. Oh yeah, I'm not really funny. So, some people, I am fun. Are you agree or disagree? No, I'm kind of like I'm gonna disagree with this thing because I am not really that much fun. I don't know. I'm not really funny. Like basically, why are you say so? You are not funny. Um, nah. Like basically, I seen so many funny people, and comparison to them, I am not. Okay, yeah. Like basically, one of my friend Prashik is a really funny person. He wanted to express his thought with less very fun way, and I am not. Okay, yeah. I'm just I don't know, but I'm not that much fun person, and I'm knew that. So I'm kind of like a strongly disagree that some people might think fun. I'm kind of like a disagree that ki no, I'm not that fun. Okay, yeah. Next question. I don't pay too much attention to rule. Oh, yeah. How much do you agree or not agree? Okay, that is really good question. Okay, how much you give, how much you put the attention towards the rule? Okay, following the rules, I am kind of like a following. Yeah, do I follow the rules? Yeah, I do follow the rules. Okay, yeah. But what I'm trying to tell you is this thing that key, do I kind of like a pay attention to rules? Okay, let's just say that key, I am playing a kind of like a video game. Okay, yeah. And in the particular video game, I didn't really follow the rules and things like that, and I die. Okay, yeah. I didn't like they mentioned they kind of like put the tutorial things like that. Ki you have to do this and do this. I don't really think that. I just directly play. Okay, yeah. If I die there, okay, yeah. Like this is the way that you can't do this thing, so you just have to do it. So basically, it's this thing that na ki I didn't really put the attention while kind of like a rules and things like that. Like basically, it's this thing that ki I learn from the consequences. Like basically, if I'm playing video game and I'm kind of like a did little bit of messed up, then I realized that oh, we shouldn't supposed to do this thing. Okay, then okay, yeah. But instead of reading the rules, I'm kind of like a figure it out the way that like I'm kind of like a simply understanding a rule after the consequences. Okay, yeah. But actually it's in video game. Okay, yeah. In real life, I do kind of like a simply put the attention towards the rules and things like that, and I wanted to make sure that I would follow the particular rules and things like that. But in real life, like basically it's this thing, yeah, I do follow the rule, but I don't really seen any kind of like some rules and things like that, or maybe I haven't really experienced that much kind of like rules. But in reality, I do follow the rules. Okay, yeah. But in video games, I just learn on the consequences and things like that. But most of the time, I'm kind of like a thinking that ki I don't pay too much attention to rules. Do I agree or not agree? Probably is this thing that he still I just kind of like a thing is that I don't really attention that much to rules. Okay, yeah, probably, yeah. Like I don't know, it's like basically this thing, the question is actually mentioned that I don't like it kind of like a mention that attention towards the learning the rules. Okay, so how much you do the attention? Like I don't pay too much attention to rules. Do I don't it's a very kind of like a confusing, but I would kind of like strongly agree with this statement. Okay, I don't pay too much attention to rules. I am kind of like a simply agree. Okay, I'm strongly agree with this thing. Okay, next question. I like to make people laugh. No, I'm kind of like disagree because I don't know. I'm not really that kind of like a really funny person, and I don't like to make people laugh. No, not really at all. Next. I like lighting up when those are too earnest. Okay, what's the earnest? I like lighten up those who are too earnest. What's the earnest? Okay, I am not really understand what is actually earnest. Okay, yeah. EARNEST. What is actually earnest? Earnest means like that serious. Oh, okay, yeah. So basically this question actually kind of like a telling that when the serious conversation is actually happened, how much you kind of like a light up, like do you light up when the serious conversation is actually happened? I do, but probably I'm kind of like a simply stay silent or maybe not talk anything. Like basically is this thing na ki, okay, let's just say, okay, yeah, when the two person is actually talking regarding about something, okay, yeah, something like a serious and things like that, okay, yeah, I am in part of that conversation, okay, yeah. So should I kind of like a light up the mood? I know I'm not that person. Like basically, it's this thing that I'm kind of like a somebody that keep make it silent. Okay, yeah. Like sometimes now when the serious is actually thing happen, I'm making sure that ki I shouldn't supposed to be interpret, or maybe is this thing that ki let just be a silent. Okay, let just not to talk anything at all, because yeah, it depends on personality and situation and everything, okay, yeah. If the kind of like a something some serious conversation doesn't really require any kind of like a something, I don't know, yeah, but probably I didn't really light up the mood, okay, yeah. When the serious thing happened, I chose to be silent, okay, yeah. So I like the light up the mood when the things are turned. How much do you agree? Well, I'm strongly disagree. Okay, yeah. Like I don't really do any kind of like assembly light up and things like that. Next. Okay, yeah. Okay, it kind of like is showing me some sort of advertisement. Okay, yeah. Okay, how do I supposed to end this advertisement? All right here. Okay. Again, it's showing me advertisement. Okay, yeah. Okay, next question. A bit of chaos can be beneficial for personal growth. Are you agree? Yes, I am completely agree. I am completely agree that bit of chaos is kind of like really beneficial for personal growth. Why are you agree with this thing? Like a basically chaos. Sometimes like a basically chaos means like that ki you can't control the things. That is called chaos. Okay, yeah. And then when you can't control the things, it kind of like a something fucked up thing happened, and it kind of like a shapes you in better way, okay, yeah. So for the personal growth, chaos must be essential, so I'm strongly agree. Next. I am at east. I'm at ease. I'm at ease. What's the ease? I'm at ease. It's a EASE. What is ease? Like a lack of difficulty. Asani, saralta, sugamta. Okay, I am ease. Okay, yeah, I'm ease means like that ki basically is this thing, are you difficult person or you easy person? I think I'm easy person. I'm not really that difficult person. I'm strongly agree that I'm really easy person. Next question. I think that people don't want to upset each other. Okay, how much do you agree? Okay, yeah. I think that people don't want to upset each other. People don't want to upset each other. Like basically, what is actually upset? Upset means like that doing something wrong, or kind of like somebody saying something, some sort of stuff that other person might feel upset. Like not everyone is want to kind of like a purposefully make the other people upset. Okay, if like they only do that when the things are really matter to them or things like that. But generally people don't really do any kind of like upset to each other. Okay, yeah. So I think that people don't want to upset each other. How much do you agree? I'm strongly agree that people don't really want to upset each other unless it's essential and things like that. Next. I can rely on other people to look after me. How much do you agree? I am completely disagree. Okay, yeah. I am not rely on someone else. Okay, like basically I'm kind of like a train myself to not to kind of like rely on someone else. I'm just kind of like only doing by my own, not only the parents and things like that. Okay, yeah. Still I'm living with my parents, but still I'm kind of like a somebody try to make sure that whatever the things happen, I was kind of like a taking all the responsibility by myself. So probably I'm not really rely on someone else to look after me. No, I am not. I'm strongly disagree that. Okay, next question. A word is a insecure environment. How much do you agree or disagree? Sorry. The word is a secure environment. How much do you agree or disagree? I am completely disagree. Okay, because word is not secure environment. It's a kind of like a something very insecure in every possible way. You just have to learn to kind of like a something make it secure by yourself and things like that. Okay, world is not really nice place. I'm strongly agree with this statement. uh, Next question. I think the people I met I can trusted. Okay, yeah, sorry. Question is, I think the people I met can be trusted. Are you agree or disagree? Trust is a kind of like some things that I don't really do. I trust people. I trust such a people who is kind of like somebody that I known for longer period of time. For trusting people, I don't really trust such a person who is kind of like somebody I just met early and things. Nah, nothing really at all. Okay, yeah. So regarding about trusting issue, I'm gonna make sure that the person that I know for a little bit longer period of time. Okay, yeah. So I think the people I met can be trusted. How much do you agree or disagree? I'm strongly disagree that I people can't be trusted. Okay, yeah, at the beginning. Okay, I think that people no. Next question. Am I confident that my needs will be fulfilled? I am strongly agree that my fulfills my needs will be fulfilled. I'm really confident regarding about that. Next question. I am feeling sexy. Okay, yeah, I'm feeling sexy. How much do you agree? I am really sexy person. So yes, I'm strongly agree. Okay, I believe that it is better to love and lose than never known this feeling. I am believe that it is a better to love and lose than never knows this feeling. Okay, it's a kind of like something still confusing this question to me. Okay, yeah. Okay, what exactly? I believe that it is better to love and lose than never knows this feeling. Oh, never knows this feeling. Okay, yeah. Like basically is this thing, what is actually is it? Okay, yeah. What kind of like a somebody person you are? Okay, yeah. Are you person are kind of like a going to the relationship or not going to the relationship? Because when you are going to the relationship, you are kind of like a somebody feeling multiple emotions. Okay, yeah. But when you are not into the relationship, you will not gonna feel that emotions and things like that. So which one would you choose? Would you choose to be going to the relationship or not going to the relationship? Okay, yeah. I choose not to go into the relationship. Why? Because I think that unless I'm kind of like a bit really serious regarding about that person, I only went to that particular person. But if I'm not really think about that particular person is a serious, then I don't really went into that relationship and things like that. So this is a kind of like a simple question is also regarding about that. I believe that it's better to love and lose than never knows this feeling. I believe. Are you kind of like a strongly agree? I am better to love. I believe that it is better to love and lose that never knows feeling. It is better. Like basically, okay, it's kind of like a some comparison between like basically if you want to go into the relationship or not, which one is better choice? I would consider going to the relationship is a better choice. Okay, yeah, but I would not choose like I don't know. Okay, should I choose what kind of like I only choose? But like basically, it's a better choice to kind of like go into the relationship and kind of like a taste the every emotions and things like that. So basically, I'm strongly agree that I believe that it's a better to love and lose than never knows this feeling. Okay, I'm strongly agree that thing. Next question. It kind of like a showing me advertisement. Okay, yeah. Why the fuck is actually showing me some sort of kind of like a random advertisement and things like that? Okay, yeah. Is also again showing the advertisement. Okay, yeah. All right, question. I enjoy life to the fulfill. I'm strongly agree that. Next. I get satisfaction from relationship. I'm strongly agree with that. Next. I like making connection among individual. No, I am not that kind of like a only person. I'm not like basically I'm trying to little bit extrovert, but still I'm like I am like basically I am my mechanism is little bit introvert. Okay, yeah, but I am not easily connect with someone else. Okay, and that much easily. So making connection is always been little bit kind of like a something complicated for me. So I'm little bit less disagree. I I don't really like I like to make the connection with someone else, but I can't. Okay, so this is what it is. Okay, yeah. Next, I care about people overall. I care. Do I care about people? I like basically is this thing na ki I make sure that ki because of me people don't really get any kind of like a something danger or any kind of like a like yeah, like basically is this thing, do I care? One thing for sure is that ki I am not a person that I would kind of like care anybody or things like that, but probably I make sure that ki because of me they are not stuck in such a particular situation, they are kind of like a feel something bad or things like that, so I'm gonna make sure that. Okay, yeah. But the question is that, do I care about people? Not really. Okay, yeah. I would say kind of like a 3. Okay, probably in between. Okay, I'm kind of like in this thing. You are halfway through. Okay, yeah. My ability to heal myself allows me to heal other. Okay, I am completely agree. Yeah, I'm completely agree that I'm kind of like somebody ability to heal myself, because most of the time I actually heal myself regarding about all the emotions damage and things like that. Okay, and allows me to heal other too. Like basically, I don't know. It kind like a do I allow? I don't know. It's kind of like a somebody's. I am completely agree that my ability to heal myself allows me to heal other. I'm I'm strongly agree with this thing. Okay, yeah. My success comes from help and spirituality. I'm strongly disagree. Okay, my success comes from the hard work, effort, consistency. Yes, help and spirituality is this thing, but these are kind of like a little less essential. Okay, hard work, effort, and consistency, these are the most essential thing to kind of like get the success. So I'm little bit disagree on that thing. Next, changing the way I think, change the way I live. Okay, that's a really good question. Okay, yeah. Changing the way I think can change the way I live. I'm strongly agree with this thing. What exactly is this thing? If you are thinking that how much you life look like in the future you will gonna same exact life that you was kind of like a thinking right now. Okay, like this kind of like a something this actually happened. I'm completely agree with this statement. Okay, yeah. Next question. Often when I'm there, things start change. Are you agree? Yeah, probably think so. Yeah, because I don't know. Like basically, when I watch some sort of cricket match in like basically not in television, but kind of like somebody in ground or somewhere or in like a people who are actually playing the cricket, I'm actually seeing from very far away. Okay, yeah. In that particular period of time, someone is actually hit the six, or someone might get bowled, or someone might get out, or someone might get, I don't know. It's kind of like a became very interesting part of kind of like a watching that particular sports in that particular period of time. So when I'm there, things start change. Are you agree? I'm completely agree with this thing. Okay, yeah. I think everything and everyone in the universe are linked. I'm strongly agree with that. Next. Oh, it's kind of like a showing me another advertisement. Why the fuck is actually showing me another ad? By the way, this kind of like a game that I'm playing, and that's why it's kind of like showing all those advertisement. So yeah, okay, whatever. Let's just end this thing. Okay, yeah, it's again showing. Alright, yeah. I like to change situation. I'm strongly agree. I wanted to change the situation. As a child, I was either ignored or hurt. You are that person? I'm strongly agree. Like I was not that ignore person, and I was not that hurt person too. Okay, yeah. Life is a series of heart touches. It's not heart teaches. What's the heart teaches? HEART TEACHES. What's the heart teaches? Okay, let me explain what exactly is this thing. Okay, yeah. HEARTTEACH. बरोबर है. Heart teaches. What exactly is this thing? Heart teach can be either to the physical or heart teach. Okay. I don't know. This is kind of like the Google not really understand what exactly. The life is a series of hard teach. What's a hard teach? Hard teach means like that key, like you are teaching something. You are. I don't know. I don't really understand, but I'm kind of like agree with this statement that key life is like a all time learning and you just have to hard teach. I don't know. I'm just strongly agree a little bit about this. I'm not really, but my sense is kind of like telling me I should supposed to be agree this button. Alright, next. I am afraid of those in change. Am I afraid of those in change? Like basically, am I afraid of change is actually happened? No, I'm not really afraid of things. Okay, yeah. Change is a kind of like a simply nature cycle, and we should supposed to be accept that cycle and flow towards that changes. Okay, you can't stop that change, you can't resist that change, you have to go through that change. Okay, yeah. So am I afraid? I'm not really afraid about the thing. I am kind of like a simply blend in with the change and things like that. Next, I feel deserted. Deserted means wrong and things like that. Do I feel that? No, strongly disagree. Next, people I rail on have left me. The people I rail on have left me. Rail means like that key, like you are with those people. Okay, like people that you with are left me or they left you. Is it happened to you? No, it's not really happened. Like basically the people who are with me, they are still connected in somewhat somewhere and something. Yeah, so probably I am strongly kind of like a something disagree. Okay, yeah, because it didn't really happen with me. Like basically the people that I'm really care about, those people are still with me in somewhere something format and things like that. So yeah, significant people in my life has disappointed me. Are you agree or disagree? I'm kind of like going to disagree that people don't really disappointed me. Nothing really at all. No, nothing really at all. Yeah, people comes from me for guidance. People comes to me for guidance. I'm kind of like a disagree that, because like basically I am not kind of like a provide the guidance every time because I'm not the smart person. So yeah, people don't really come to me for the guidance, nothing really at all. I'm strongly disagree. Next, I have leaders trait. Trait means like that leaders kind of like a quality or things like that. Okay, so do I have any kind of like a leader's trait? A quality of leader. I wanted to be a leader. I wanted to improve the quality of leader. I want to. Okay, yeah. And I'm kind of like a building that quality. Okay, so I'm kind of like strongly agree that I have little bit leadership quality. Something somehow, yes. It's showing me again advertisement. Why the fuck is actually showing me another advertisement? Okay, yeah. By the way, asking these questions, na, it's kind of like a something very just kind of like a something you're thinking from every possible ways and things like that. So whatever. Next question. I like being in charge. Okay, I like being in charge. Like, do you want to be in charge? I want to be in charge. Yes, in somewhat. Yes, I want to love being in charge. Yes, I build up human and natural resources. I build up human and natural resources. I build up the human and natural resources. Do I agree, disagree? I don't really build up human and the natural resources. No, I'm kind of like a strongly disagree. No, I didn't really build up anything at all. I am good at matching the skills of people to the test they need to do. I'm good at matching the skills of people. I'm good at matching the skills of people to the task they need to do. I'm matching the skills of people they ask. Okay, it's a kind of like some question is actually about that. Are you vibing with the people? Okay, are you kind of like somebody like basically are you good with the kind of like some people or things like that? No, I am not probably that much. Like I'm not really resonate with the people that much. Probably at the moment, I'm not really that. I'm kind of like in between. Yeah, probably. I try to handle things in a way that is good for everyone. I try to handle things in a way that it good for everyone. I'm strongly agree with this statement. Yes. I gather fact without drawing up conclusion. Strongly agree. Yes, I'm kind of like gather the fact. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm not kind of like a believe in kind of like just a conclusion. No. I maintain perspective by considering the long term implication. I maintain the perspective by considering the long term implication. Yes, I'm strongly agree. What exactly is this thing? Like basically thinking about perspective and it kind of like an impact on the future and things like that. So yeah, I'm strongly agree with this thing. Okay, yeah. I think there are several reasonable angle to take on the same issue. Several reasonable angle to take on same issue. Okay, I also consider like if there is kind of like some issue, there is multiple way to solve that particular issue. I'm strongly agree with this thing. Next, I look for relatives hidden illusion. I look for relatives hidden illusion. Do I agree? No, I'm not really agree. Like I don't really kind of like looking at my relatives in that way and things like that. No, nah, nothing at all. I'm strongly disagree with this thing. Next, I try to impractical. I'm trying to impractical. What's the impractical? Opposite of practical. I'm trying to impractical. Wait, what's the impractical? Okay, I am PRACT. Impractical means like that ki not sustainable or realistic, not sensible or realistic, not good at doing ordinary thing that involve using your hand, not good at organizing or planting thing. Okay, yeah, like I'm being kind of like something impractical. Are you agree or disagree? I'm kind of like in between that. Okay, I'm not really sure about this question, but I don't know. I'm giving the 3 out of like a, yeah. It's showing me the another advertisement of why does it kind of like a showing me advertisement, just fucking showing the advertisement and stuff. I don't really love it. I'm really tired, by the way. Like, why the fuck? Like, basically, when I'm recording the artifact, I'm not really feeling that much tired. But this question is actually making me a little bit tired. Okay, yeah. I feel at ease. Ease means kind of like something easy. I feel at ease. I'm strongly agree. Yes. Next, I'm looking for way to get better. Strongly agree. Yes. Is it important for me to continue to be independent? Yes, I'm strongly agree. I'm kind of like somebody really important for me to be independent. Yes, I'm strongly agree. Am I agitated? What's the agitated? Agitated. AGI. Wait. AGITATED. Am I kind of like agitated means kind of like somebody pareshan, worried or kind of like excited. Are you worried or any kind of like something excited? I'm not really worried or not excited, but when the situation happen, I am kind of like somebody worried or excited, but still I'm kind of like a normal. So I'm probably say 3. Okay, yeah. I have feeling that better words is come out than I have feeling that better word is come out there for me. Better word is okay. Sorry, I didn't really like what the fuck. You are not really reading it properly. I have a feeling that better word is come out there for me. Are you agree? Yes, I'm kind of like agree with this thing. Next, I am on the lookout for better pasture. What is actually pasture? Okay, it's a kind of like what is actually pasture? PASTU. What's a pasture? Pasture means like that a field or land covered with the grasses where cows etc. can feed. Okay, I am not look out for better past year. I don't really understand this question properly. Okay, yeah. I believe the journey of seeking is an important as a destination of finding. I believe in journey. Yes, I believe strongly in journey to seeking the important as a destination of finding. Like basically, journey is really essential for every point of perspective. I don't let fear stop me from doing what needed to be done. I'm strongly agree. Okay, yeah, because fear is the first important step that you should supposed to be crossed to get your things and stuff done. So yeah, I don't let my fear stop me to doing something that I need to done. Yeah, almost there. Okay, yeah. Uh, am I prepared to sacrifice my safety to uphold my conviction? I prepare to sacrifice my safety to uphold my conviction. I prepared to sacrifice my safety to uphold my conviction. By the way, I don't really understand what is the actually meaning of conviction, but probably is this thing that conviction maybe represent your destiny or things like that. And for your destiny, are you sacrificing your safety? Uh, Safety is an essential thing. Okay, yeah. And I believe that there is a multiple ways to kind of like a get your destiny and things like that. Okay, yeah. If you're not being safer, then you will not gonna have a chance to kind of like a get the destiny as better and things like that. So I would prefer safety more. Okay, yeah. So am I prepared to sacrifice my safety? I'm strongly disagree that. Next, it shows me another advertisement. Why the fuck is actually showing me this advertisement? It shows me another advertisement. Little bit tired. Why the fuck I'm really tired? I don't know why, but I think. Come on, let's quit this thing. Quit. Okay, yeah. I can't stand by and let injustice go unchallenged. I can't stand by injustice. I can't stand by and let the injustice go unchallenged. Injustice. What is? I can't stand by. I can't like I'm kind of like a disagree. I stand and like basically I don't really understand this question properly because it's a little bit confusing right now and my brain is not the way that I wanted to think at the moment. Yeah, I just wanted to end up this question as soon as possible as went. I can reach my goal using discipline. Strongly agree. Yes. I stand up to the people who are rude. I'm strongly agree. Yes, I'm kind of like a stand up to the people who are rude. I'm kind of like somebody try to give the answer and things like that. I believe discipline is a fundamental to achieve success and endeavor. Strongly agree. Next. Okay, I completed the question and it kind of like analyzing my score and things like that, and it's kind of like some psychological test and kind of like a giving me the result that what is actually my psychological test. Your report is ready. Okay, yeah. The report is kind of like a something. It's not actually showing me the report. It's kind of like a showing me that key you have to pay this amount of prices to get the report and things like that. Okay. By the way, I'm seeing in background that my psychological test is okay. Yeah. Can I able to see get report only? Okay. Like no, it's kind of like asking money to get the report. So no, leave. Okay, sorry, I don't really get the report and things like that. Whatever. Yeah. By the way, these are kind of like asking this question is kind of like understanding me in much more better way. Okay. Yeah. By the way, there are multiple tests, and I think that key I have to be kind of like a give that test in the artifact episode so that I would understand myself in a little bit much better way. Okay. Yeah. There are multiple tests like a multiple intelligence test, emotional intelligence test, imposter syndrome test, burnout stress, left brain right brain test, stress level test, enneagram test, disease personality test, anxiety level test, overthinking test, big five personality test, personality type of test, ADHD test, procrastination type of test, trauma and fear response test. There are multiple tests, by the way, but I will gonna learn that test. Okay, it's kind of like simply unlock my new potential, but whatever it is. But what is actually meaning of that? You don't really get all the report after you do that test. It's not like finding the report. It's kind of like something that key important is that key you have to give that test. Probably report you already knew it. All right, yeah. Whatever. This is it. Thank you.